Welcome. We are now commencing the mini meditation retreat. May this time today offer each of us to reunite our original, clear, and pure minds. And may it be a period of attaining freedom of the mind. We'll begin our practice with a moving meditation following B's guidance. Everyone, please stand up.
Morning. Do I need this? Everybody hear me? I'm gonna set this down. Qigong this morning. So let's begin by standing with our feet, nervous too, by the way. Standing with our feet shoulder width apart. Let's stand with our knees slightly bent. Soften the ankles, shoulders relaxed. You're almost in a seated standing position. There's a golden string holding us from the tops of our heads. Just feel yourself rooted into the ground. Different sensations. Sensation of relaxation. Sensation of resistance. Pain. Weaknesses. Strength. Moving up from toes into the ankles, into the legs, the knees, the hips. Spine. We'll stand here for a moment, finding our breath. You can sway back and forth just a little, right at the hips. You're shifting your weight from one side to the other. And come back to center. Bring our arms upward, about chest height, leaving our elbows down. Drop the elbows. That releases the tension on the shoulders. Palms facing towards the chest. Noticing any of the differences in sensations from moving into this posture. Let's turn the hands outward, up more towards eye level now. Keeping the elbows dropped, release the tension on the shoulders. Now bring the arms down, outward. standing in a cool pool. Our fingers are just dangling right at the edge of that water, right at the top. Now bring the hands inward, creating a ball next to our navel. And relax the arms. Let's just practice that sway again just for a moment, shifting your weight from one side into the other. Now as we do this, you come into the right side, create a ball, right hand on top. Now shift your weight to the left and turn the ball. And shift to the right, turn the ball to the left. And come back to the right side. Turn the hands towards, so palms are facing towards you, and we'll just shift the weight again. As you come to the right side, right hand's on top. As you shift to the left, left hand's on top. We're not twisting, we're just shifting the weight from one side to the other. Keeping your elbows down. When you shift into the right this time, now come to the left and move your left arm outward. Moving the hands as we shift past each other, feeling that energy pass between. We're cutting our path to clarity. One more on each side. Nice and slow, intentional movements. And bring your arms to rest. Now we'll make a big inhale. We'll bring our arms up to the heart center and press outward. Breathing out. Fingers pointing towards the sky. Breathing into our heart center. And we'll press upward. Down to heart center. Press outward. And downward. Really lifting yourself up when you're pushing downward. And we'll do it again. Pressing against the wall. Releasing. Pressing up towards the sky. Pressing outward. And down. And one more. Finally, let's open our stance just a little bit. You can, if it makes it easier on the hips and the knees, if we just turn our toes outward a little bit. We're going to gather earth, we're going to gather sky. Gather earth, we'll open up big. Come down, bending the knees and the hips, not our backs. Bring them to our heart center. We'll open up wide. Breathing in. Grabbing the energy of the universe and washing it down. sets. And last one. One of the important things of Qigong, we can come back to center and rest, is that it helps to move our lymph system around. We have this circulatory system, this really beautiful, strong circulatory system that has a heart that pumps our blood, but our lymph system does not. And our lymph system is really, really important for cleaning our bodies, for removing the toxins, for just the immune system. So when we move, it moves our lymph system. So, thank you.
Now Peter will guide us through the method of seated meditation.
The method of sitting meditation is simple and easy. Sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. Breathe in, grab all your tension, and breathe it out. Open up your chest and heart. Stretch up tall and align your spine from your neck to your tailbone. Relax your shoulders and arms and allow your hands to rest on your knees. Bring your attention to your breath. As you exhale, release all mental and physical tension. Invite your attention to abide in your chi energy field, which is called Tanjun. This is located about 2 inches below your navel and is the power center for your breathing. Open your eyes and gaze downward over the end of your nose and to the floor. Keep your mouth closed and allow the tip of your tongue to rest gently against the roof of your mouth. When your mind is concentrated and calm, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. You may swallow it. Relax your facial muscles and notice your gentle smile. If your face or body begins to itch, do not scratch. This is just a sign of the energy circulating in your body. Simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness and do not interrupt others. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be discouraged or disturbed by them. Simply focus on your breathing without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. Recognize them as thoughts, they will disappear by themselves. And remember, keep bringing your awareness back to your Tanjun breathing center. If you continue practicing meditation for a long period of time, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation in which the mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused and at peace, with no distinction between self and others, time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, aware of our ever calm and alert spirit.
Open your eyes and gently move your body. You can stretch your legs out. Now please turn your body towards the altar. Today we have a special anticipation for Stephen Hadcock, Won Jong-hyun's Dharma talk. He'll be sharing insights under the title, What's in Your Toolbox? Let's extend a warm welcome to him.
Good morning. So we all learn and are motivated in a variety of different ways. For me, I'm a visual learner, and so visual images are important to me to help motivate and help me learn and go through the progress. So I think of my journey and what I do in Won Buddhism as having some things in my toolbox. So I'd like to share with you this morning some things that are in my toolbox that have helped me foster the growth as a Won Buddhist. Let me show you some of them. Okay, so I do a checklist, okay? Let's see. Oh yeah, something very important is not to take yourself seriously and share some grace with yourself and with others. Let's see, where are you? You're in here somewhere. There you are. You know, for measuring progress. Again, remember, this is metaphorically. So attending Dharma services and reading scripture and so on and so forth. There are other things in here, but there's also room, and you can hear it, kind of room for more things in my Dharma toolbox or my journey toolbox. So, in studying Won Buddhism, one learns that there are various methods that help one towards enlightenment. In Chapter 6 of the Principal Book of Won Buddhism, the Founding Master teaches us how to keep a daily diary. The Founding Master said, the Dharma of keeping a daily diary has been established for everyone, whether lay or ordained, learned or ignorant, to review what that day, the handling of affairs in a mindful and unmindful fashion, the state of one's study, and whether one transgressed the precepts. He goes on to encourage us to use a fixed-term diary to document activities each day. The Won Dharma Center Cumenims routinely talk about various tools we may use in our daily practice. Several of the Dharma talks have focused on journaling. This can be scary and hard, I know. Before becoming a Won Buddhist, I did not feel I dared to look inside myself and discover ways to cultivate my mind. My advice to you is to take baby steps. Start with that which you are comfortable with and develop it from there. I've been doing journaling written for about 4 years now. How I journal has changed over time and continues to evolve. Something I started to do recently is to do what I call a daily pledge. As it is now, I reflect on how the previous day, hour, or other time went. Was there something that made my mind unwholesome, for example? I then make a pledge to myself for this new day to do something to avoid going into that unwholesome state of mind. Here's an example. Recently, I wrote in my journal a question. Why do some people irritate me? Why that happens and what we do about it could be at least one Dharma talk, if not more, but I digress. The pledge I wrote to myself in my journal was not to allow people to irritate me today. By writing this pledge to myself, I was successful in achieving the pledge that I had made because I was conscious of it and practiced it. In addition to making these types of pledges, I plan to use one of the essential Dharma of daily practice as a pledge for the day. Is journaling something that is done once per day? Well, no. Ginger Cumenim has encouraged me to journal in the morning and night. Even during the day, something arises that could be good to record and keep track of it. Honestly, I resisted journaling at night and keeping a daily checklist of my practice. One of the topics that was discussed several times during the August retreat was journaling and the various ways to do it daily. In all honesty, I finally saw the value of writing in the evening and keeping a daily checklist for myself. I've not been completely successful in writing something at night. I just plain forget at times, but this is an opportunity for me to improve my practice. I've also developed a cloud-based spreadsheet to track some key areas that, for me, help me gauge the sincerity and success of my daily practice. What helps keep me motivated to use the items in my toolbox is something else that the founding master has taught us. It is the 4 articles: faith, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Founding Master Soto-san tells us that faith is the motive force that settles the mind when we try to accomplish anything. Zeal means a mind that is heroically moves forward, which is the motive force that encourages and pushes us along when we try to accomplish anything. Questioning means wanting to discover and know what we do not know about human affairs and universal principles, which is the motive force that reveals what we are ignorant of when we try to accomplish anything. Dedication means an unremitting state of mind, which is the motive force that will achieve the objective when we try to accomplish anything. This is how I view the 4 articles. I have the faith that my daily practice of using my tools will help me grow and develop as a Won Buddhist. I have the zeal to continue to use my tools to keep a transcript of my life that I can review and reflect on. I have the courage to question myself and learn from my mistakes and my successes. Because of the great value I have received from following this path, I will dedicate myself to continuing to use my tools in my toolbox and other tools as well. To conclude, I have found my experience in starting and keeping a Dharma journal like it was when I started to meditate. I first needed motivation to start routinely practicing meditation. Once I started, I dedicated myself to practicing every day. I've been routinely practicing meditation for 6 years now. Has my meditation practice changed in that 6-year period? I would say so. I learned that meditation does work and helps me. However, this meditation is meditation the only practice that may help me grow and improve. Meditation was the starting place, but also the motivation for me to start journaling. Once again, I dedicated myself to routinely keeping a Dharma journal. I've been journaling for about 4 years now. My journal process has changed as well, which I hope I demonstrated to you today. As I grow in my Won Buddhist practice, my written journal has changed to help record what I've done and it challenges me to continue to expand my practice. I've added also other items to my toolbox as well. These items that help me to further my growth. In this Dharma talk, I hope I have demonstrated to you that what I use in my toolbox and how I use it has changed over time and continues to benefit me more and more. I also realize that my toolbox will continue to change as my practice continues to grow. So what do you think? What's in your toolbox? What might you consider adding or changing? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your great talk, Stephen. We could really feel that he's a really dedicated practitioner, right? So, renewing our mind starts from checking and assessing our minds very diligently. But what he gives us today is making our toolbox and enjoy our practicing with the toolbox. So thank you again for your talk, and adjust your posture. Gather energy in Tanjan. Keep your breathing smooth. And let's delve into a deeper seated meditation together. Buckle your body. As we end our gathering today, I invite you to pray for the peace of our world, which faces conflict and wars every day. So please join your hearts and palms together for prayer for peace and healing.
O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. November is a month of contemplation. We are blessed and privileged to live in a relatively safe and comfortable place, yet the world is spinning with violence and suffering. We are all deeply interconnected, so with aching hearts, the pain and suffering of the world is our pain and suffering. Accordingly, we join our minds and hearts praying for the tragic, sad situations in the Middle East, in Ukraine, and in other troubled areas of the world. There is a long karmic history behind each war. Together, may we strive to resolve human conflict. With global wisdom and compassion, may the catastrophe and suffering in Gaza and Israel come to an end. We send our loving, compassionate energy to innocent victims and their families on all sides of these conflicts. We pray for the end of violence. May we do all we can to bring this prayer into action. May all beings recognize the true nature of humanity and practice love for one another. May we realize peace begins with each of us now, in our own minds and hearts. May all beings be well and at ease. This we pray with our whole hearts.
Namu Amitabha. 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 Few announcements. As we move forward, we have 3 retreats lined up that will make the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024 more meaningful and hopeful. So first, from December 29th, we have a 4-day moving meditation retreat led by Reverend Song, providing an opportunity to recharge your body and mind through Tai Chi. Second, the New Year Transformational Retreat will take place from January 12th, exploring the 4 paths of mindfulness practice over 4 days. Lastly, starting on January 22nd, there's a Simply Meditation Retreat, a week-long intensive meditation practice. For more details, feel free to take your flyer in the foyer and check our website. And on besides the retreat, on Saturday, January 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the Dharma friends from one community across the United States will gather. It's a precious time for all of us to come together in unity, connect, and receive valuable teachings on practice from Venerable Juksanim together. So your active participation is highly encouraged. Lastly, Kathy will provide information about the special Thanksgiving service taking place next week.
Hi. So next week we have Spiritual Thanksgiving, which is a lovely holiday in Won Buddhism. So Spiritual Thanksgiving is November 26th at 10 a.m. for Sunday service. And we will have spiritual Thanksgiving prayer, and we will have a talk given by Venerable Juksanim, the head Dharma master of USA, and also live cello music, and Dharma sharings on gratitude, and a community lunch. So community lunch is a potluck as well. So if you would like to join and come, please sign up if you're going to come so we know how many people, but also if you'd like to bring something, you can add your potluck dish. There are forms in the foyer. And we usually bring pictures. So this is my brother who has passed away, and I will bring this picture back to put on the altar. So if you would like to bring a photo of someone who you'd like to pray for, or family member who has passed, or friend, please feel free, and it's really lovely. They all go up on the altar. So I hope to see you all next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much for spending this precious time with us, joining the mini meditation retreat, both online and offline. May the tranquility and warmth we've shared today seamlessly carry into your daily lives, creating clear, bright, and heartwarming days. We conclude the mini meditation retreat. You can have tea conversation time.